Get connected with Take Two Radio Music on Facebook or Twitter at Take Two Radio Music. Or for email updates on future shows, follow at Blog Talk Radio. For previous episodes, upcoming guests, and more, visit Take2radiomusic.com.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Take Two Radio Music. I'm Pam, your host. I hope you all are having a great day, as some say, hump day, happy hump day. It's the middle of the week for all of you workers, and anybody in school, for that matter, always looks forward to Friday, so only a couple days left. Weather out here in Chicago is pretty great the last couple days. We've been in the 70s, but I'll tell you what, last week we were down, maybe 40s for the high and 30s for the low, and it gave us a taste of what's to come, which is winter, and you know I don't like winter. But there's nothing you can do when you live in Chicago. The only thing you can do is move or have a summer home somewhere, and neither of which I'm able to do at the moment. So any of you have an extra bed in a warm state, I'll be there as soon as you send me the invite. Today I have a special guest with me. He's a singer, songwriter, actor, and model, and his name is LJ. But I am waiting for him to call in, so he must be running a couple minutes late. LJ is the son of multi-platinum R&B singer Rome, and he showed an interest in entertainment and music at a very early age. He actually taught himself how to dance from someone who was a huge inspiration in his life, and that was none other than Michael Jackson. And Michael Jackson has inspired a lot of people in the entertainment industry, and even with his passing, he still does it, so God bless him. LJ has also acted and modeled at a very young age. His latest single is called Casanova, and he's currently working on a new EP. I'm going to go ahead and play one of his other songs right now until we can get him on the phone. This one is called Emergency, and where does it go? It always happens to me in the studio. Here we go. Emergency, it's by LJ, but it's also featuring Shorty Mac. Be right back.
You know that I think you're beautiful, incredible. You know that I think you're wonderful. I bet you don't, 'cause you act like I don't love you no more. Act like I don't trust you for sure. Talk like I don't know you no more, no more. No, we can't rewind to get it back. So tell me, how am I to act when we had it all? We had it all. Tell me if I fall. I want you by my side. You are a friend. You are my lover. Tell me that tonight, done with the problem. We got love. Emergency, emergency, emergency. Oh, yeah. Did you know that I miss the way you kiss, the way you feel? Did you know that I need you next to me? I gotta see ya, 'cause you do things I can't find in no one. You're different for sure, you're so fun. I know you've been through so much pain, so much. If we just take time to get it back, girl, I know that we can laugh and we'll have it all. Yes, say we'll have it all. Tell me if I fall. I want you by my side. You are a friend. You are my lover. Tell me that tonight, done with the problem. We got love. Emergency, emergency, emergency. Oh, yeah.
Bentleys, Porsches, I give it all to you 'cause you're gorgeous. I'm going hard just to afford this, so every step I take cautious. Could it be love or just could it be lust? What's a relationship built with no trust? I put in work work to provide you a better lifestyle. I've been the man that you needed when you was feeling down. I supported you, baby, made you my queen now. I know you've been through a lot, but smile for me now. Because the love that you're giving, it turn a thug around. I just got one question, are you still down? Woo. Remember them promises I made you? Told you that I'm making, now I'm working with some paper. Now I'm finna treat you, I'm a real boss player. Private ass flight, automatic.
Tell me if I fall, I want you by my side. You are a friend, you are my lover. Tell me by tonight, done with the problem. We got love, emergency, emergency, emergency. Tell me if I fall, I want you by my side. You are a friend, you are my lover. Tell me by tonight, done with the problem. We got love, emergency, emergency, emergency. Tell me if I fall, I want you by my side. You are a friend, you are my lover. Tell me by tonight, done with the problem. We got love, emergency, emergency, emergency. Oh yeah, oh yeah, emergency. Oh yeah.
And that was Emergency by LJ featuring Shorty Mac, one of his songs that I absolutely love and have played on my Music Mondays. He should be calling in shortly. I did get a message from him, so let's see. Let's go ahead and play one more song. This one is called My Number One, and this one's featuring Image.
She's the type that likes to hang out. She just do her thing, never worry about the crowd. That's why I love her and I never plan on cheating, no matter how fine they could be. See my baby hold it down, even when she's not with me. Hey, there she goes. She got a lot of things on her mind, but she handle business like a lady. Always make time to see her baby, yeah. When it comes to love, I never had it like she do. She caters to a man needs, built like a strong queen. She's my number one stunner. No matter how she approaches me, she's my number one stunner. She compliments my style. She's my number one stunner. I love the way she does me. She's my number one. She's my number one stunner. Yeah. When I get home late, she makes sure I'm safe. She don't be stressing me out. Confidence on point, never sway. Classy with a sexy smile. I know that many guys stand in line trying to get a picture, but I'm sorry, sad to say, she's sleeping with the guy that came with her. There she goes. She got a lot of things on her mind, but she handle business like a lady. Always make time to see her baby, yeah. When it comes to love, I never had it like she do. She caters to a man needs, built like a strong queen. She's my number one stunner. No matter how she approaches me, she's my number one stunner. She compliments my style. She's my number one stunner. I love the way she does me. She's my number one. She's my number one stunner.
Okay, he was just a warm-up, now you in the game. A house full of love, so I know that's why you came. You never had a good man, well that's about to change. As long as you promise that your feelings will stay the same. Baby girl, I'm with it, and if you want the world, guarantee we gon' get it. And I can say I love you, but baby, that's something you know. Number one stunner, Miss Numero Uno.
No matter how she approaches me, she's my number one stunner. She compliments my style. She's my number one stunner. one. She's my number one stunner, stunner, stunner. Yeah.
Once you know, girl, you my one and only, my number one. I love you.
And that was my number one by LJ featuring Image, and maybe it's Image, but spelled with an E. I don't know. We'll have to ask him, because he's on the phone right now. Right, LJ?
Yep.
How you doing?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm living, breathing, walking, talking. That's always a good thing.
Yes, definitely. That is.
You couldn't do too much if you weren't doing any of those, right?
You're absolutely right.
So I've played 2 songs for the listeners while we were waiting, but I saved your new one till last. So we'll talk about that. You're welcome. We'll talk about that one in a little bit. Let's get some info out there about yourself so our listeners know who you are. We know that you're a singer, a songwriter, an actor, a model. I'm not sure how much of the acting and modeling you do these days, but I know growing up with your dad, Rome, being a multi-platinum artist, he's been an inspiration to you. But your mother has also been a big influence in your life and career. Tell us more about that.
Oh, well, definitely. My mom's had a very huge impact on my life. If it's school, basketball, music, just anything that I really put my mind to. She's taught me, it's hard work. You have to put a lot of work in. You just don't try to go off of talent, because just talent alone won't get you where you really want to get to. It's hard work and building a team. So that's what I've been doing lately. Speaking off of the acting and modeling, I'm actually within a process right now of going over different agreements for an upcoming film and for a potential TV pilot. Kind of getting back into the flow of that.
Good. I'm glad to hear it. Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah. So that should be starting a little bit. I would say that project's going to start after Thanksgiving. So I'll be knocking out that, and actually we'll be knocking out the music video for Casanova too. So got a lot of work to do.
Yeah, you sure do. But I think you're pretty much self-disciplined, where you'll, when you put your mind to it, you get things done. And, that's a gift from your parents as well. So, when kids are out there and they say, I want to be this and I want to be that, when I grow up, and parents always tell them, well, you got to work hard. Some of them it sticks with, and some of them it doesn't. So I don't know where it gets lost in translation there, but it's a good thing you picked all that up and you listened,
Yeah. It's not easy, going through it, and everything's kind of like a trial and error, learning different things. If it's musically, artistry-wise, or just things going on in your life, because that all shapes and molds, who you are as an individual and of course an artist.
Exactly. And you've got a lot of hats in the air, being with, music, modeling, and acting. I mean, that's a lot of stuff. Plus, songwriting isn't very easy, unless it does come easy to you.
Well, I mean, me personally, when it comes to songwriting, what I try to do is implement, my life trials, or if it's family, personal relationships, or just it could be close friends or family that, I've known about those situations. It's easier, it's to write about those things, because I believe, every one of us, there's somebody around the world that's going through that same situation. So I always try to write about live things that, people have gone through or that are going through at the moment. If it's a sentimental record, or if it's a happy go record for the radio. Anything that I try to do, I just try to always implement it to where people can relate to it.
Yeah, and it's relatable, and that's what is a big thing for a lot of people that listen to music. You know, of course, a lot of times you something will catch you, like the beat or some of the words in it will catch you, and then you'll listen to the whole song, and before you know it, you're listening to certain songs at certain times in your life. You know, if you're having a bad day, you want to listen to happy music, or maybe you want to listen to a sentimental song just so you can cry to get it out. You know, so that's a good thing that you do too, because that picks up a lot of fans of your music.
Exactly.
So you taught yourself how to dance at the age of 5. I know that it was inspired from Michael Jackson. Who else did you learn from?
Honestly, growing up at that age, between 3 and 7, I was really heavy into Michael Jackson, just, hip hop dancing, a little bit of break dancing, just different arts. Anything that kind of gravitated to where the fans or the audience would start to engage, and what is it that kind of catches their eye. And speaking of that, I performed. I played in a celebrity basketball game yesterday with 93.5K Day at the Goodfellas, and it was at a high school called California High School. So I was playing the other game, and then at halftime I had to perform my new single. So when I was performing and all that, and like the reaction of the students, male or female, was crazy. It was intense. I'll actually shoot you a clip of it so you can see it for yourself. But I love when people, they just appreciate it. I've been getting comments on Twitter today, Instagram. People really, gravitated towards what I was doing, and after the game, they just started, running up to me, just wanting autographs, pictures, and been tagging me in different things. I'm in people's icons now on Instagram and Twitter. It's just uplifting that that for one that they feel the music that I'm doing, and for what it stands for. So that makes me want to push even more and to work even harder for them.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, and it's funny that you brought that up in a way, because I went on your Twitter to, give you the phone number and that, and I saw the one picture from the Instagram with the basketball, and I looked at that and I thought, I wonder if he performed or if he was playing basketball, and here you did both.
Right, exactly. So later today, I'm actually gonna put up. Sometimes I wish Instagram was more than 15 seconds, but I'm gonna put up a snippet up on Instagram, and then I'm gonna put up a link to where everybody can see the full performance.
Oh, that would be great. That would be great. Yeah, definitely. We need to see that. And speaking of fans, I mean, you have tons and tons of them that really love you. I know that when I tweet out your new song, Casanova, there's, like when I tweet out other songs, and not to put anybody else down, it's just that they haven't gathered the fans that you have. You'll maybe get like a few tweets, or maybe even a few hundred tweets. You get thousands of retweets when I put something out. I was like falling over. I was like, oh my God, there's over 3,000 people that retweeted that.
Right. Yeah, everything takes time. It takes time, but it's all coming together. I had to kind of take a break and really figure out where I was heading, type of music I want to put out, the type of style. So now that I have that, my EP is just about wrapped up now. So now I just go kind of perform and really give the fans what they've been patiently been waiting for. So I am actually booked for a lot of shows pretty much the rest of this year and all that. And I'm actually also a LA recording school and film school in Hollywood right now. So when I'm not in school, I'm literally, either in the studio, performing somewhere, or interview, or just doing something, to stay active. And I went to the LA recording school to focus on learning the music produce, to really music produce, and to really understand how to, mix and master records and how to record and all of that. So I'm really hands-on with that, like at a deeper level now.
Right.
I'm excited. I'm excited where I'm going. I'm writing records, of course, for me and other artists, and in the process of getting records placed on television and film right now. That's all being worked out as we speak. So as soon as I have stuff signed on contracts, I'll be able to, let you guys know, where the songs and all that will be getting placed at.
Oh, yeah, and we'll definitely promote that.
Yeah.
Now, when you do your video, Casanova, are you going to be doing any dancing in it? Do you think you're going to have maybe a storyline, or what do you think you're going to do with that?
Oh, we're going to do from the dancing, full-out dancing, the storyline. I'm really trying to make it into, it's going to be like a short film.
Oh, good.
It's going to be it's definitely going to be a short film. It's been a while, like I said, since I put up videos. I know everyone's like, "Oh, put up a video."
Yeah, definitely.
I take my time. Exactly. Everything I do, I take my time with. But every time I come, 2 to 3 times harder. So, it's been a long overweight. So I've been getting with my choreographer, Terrell. Shout out to Terrell, and my dancer Ray. They've been tremendously helping me. Just with this whole project and everything. And I want to give a shout out to Higher Living. They're one of my major sponsors that I have for clothing. They've been really just showing me a lot of love and support.
Yeah, definitely. And you need that support. You need those people behind you. You can do a lot of the stuff on your own, but you always need a bigger team once you start getting accomplished the way you are. And there's always something new to learn, so I'm sure you've learned a lot since you've started.
Exactly. I've learned a whole lot from performing to recording, the business aspect, writing, just all around. And I just love just getting knowledge, because knowledge really is power. So I've just been really just implementing that and putting that into my craft. Things have been changing. Things have been moving a lot faster, and I can see it. The way people are responding. I'm just very, very grateful, and I'm just going to continue to work hard.
Do you see yourself, once you finish school, and learning more about production side of it, do you see yourself taking on any new artists and helping them evolve?
Definitely. Actually, it's funny you mentioned that. I've been actually been looking over one that's been in artist development for a while. He's actually one of my artists. His name is HT. He's a rapper, a songwriter, and a stylist. He's coming out with his own clothing line. So I've been really just kind of nurturing him and, and him finding his own path, and he's actually working on his project right now, which is coming along great. So you guys definitely look out for that. HT, he's definitely doing his thing. But I have my eye out on a few others, but I'm not in any rush right now. I'm just kind of like letting it all just kind of come naturally, and whatever's meant that kind of fits the pockets. That's really what I've been doing now. And it's been coming together well.
Well, tell us more about your song Casanova. How did that come about? And are you there, LJ? LJ? Well, I show you're still connected, so I'm not sure what happened there. Maybe he lost. Are you there? Oh, good.
There we go. There we go.
Don't move. Stay in one place.
Sorry about that.
That's okay.
Yeah. So, just it's really just been taking my time and putting together all the pieces, and it really takes a team to really take things to a whole other level, and everybody playing, a role.
Right. Exactly.
So that's really what I've been focusing on.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, sometimes you need that downtime to reflect on what you want to do next and learn more things. And people might have thought that you stopped music, and of course we're worried about that.
Right. You're right. Because I had another interview with this big indie promoter named Big Mike. Shout out to Big Mike. He's been watching me. He was like, man, you never fell off. Even when people, thought that you did, you were always plotting and planning and getting ready for the next move. That's what I've been trying to do.
Yeah, and a lot of fans don't understand that part of it. They don't understand that it takes time, that once you put out a song or two, the third one is not going to come right away all the time.
Right.
You have to, there's a whole lot to it besides you have to have money to do it. And a lot of times as an indie artist, if you don't have a label behind you paying for stuff, you got to come up with that, with your own money for it.
Right, and that's one thing I would like to stress to a lot of aspiring artists, indie artists. Like, it's tough out here when you don't have when you don't have a backing and you're coming out the pocket for yourself, it's tough. I'm saying it because I've went through it. I'm still going through it, but I'm figuring out ways to make up for it and to bring income in to continue my project and other things. But I am glad that I have invested and I'm continuing to invest because this is my life, this is my career. And that's what I love doing. So I have no problem investing or whatever I have to do to take my career to the next level.
Exactly, and getting the TV and film projects going, that'll bring some money into you, so that way you can go even further into what you want to do next. Exactly. That's why I always told my kids when they were little and they said, I want to be, a star, I want to be a football player or something. I said, you got to get your education so that way you can work a regular job until you get into the profession that you really want to be in, because you're not going to make money from the start. You've got to have something where you can make money.
Right, exactly. Like, for instance, my last single that I had, which my artist HT featured on I See You, that was on the top 30 national indie charts. And, now I'm just starting to see, residual checks from that. It takes time, but, that's starting to come in now through, like, the spins and all that.
Yeah, and you should also stress that residual checks may be 22 cents or 2,200,
Exactly. You already know. Yeah, exactly.
Well, with your dad making his comeback with his latest music, do you see yourself working with him again?
When I guess, as I say, timing is everything. So once he puts out his project, and everything's still in the works right now, but I definitely see us doing something in the future. When the time permits. So we're definitely,
because you're both very talented. So.
Thank you.
Yeah, I love both of your music, so I'm glad that he's back and working on new stuff. And it's all in the family, and you have one very talented family, that's for sure.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Tell us more about Casanova and your EP. What can we expect from it?
Oh, yes. Casanova. Well, for one, it was produced by Platinum producers, Mojave Group. Shout out to Kyle Christopher. He pretty much, helped me hone my new sound, and the whole direction for my EP was pretty much produced by him for this particular project. So I remember when I was going to the studio, like, I never rush, trying to do records or picking beats. I like to kind of vibe out with the producer, let him know what's going on in my life, what I've been through, want to kind of know what's going on with him. And then I kind of started going through things, and it was just like with all the other ones. When I heard that certain beat, I was like, this is the one that we need to start off with, and then we'll build off of this for the EP. And then it all just started coming together naturally. And by the time we finished recording it, then I got to hear the official mix and master, like industry quality. It was amazing. It was amazing from there. And this was actually the one that I kept pushing for my label and my management. Is like, this needs to be the one that we really need to push coming out, that could really break me as an artist. And we got it tested, did surveys for all different ages, and a lot of detail work we did before we actually released it. And then it came back just all A pluses and just all around a universal record. And that's really what I've been trying to focus on, doing these universal records that, music that everybody can really vibe out to. No matter what your age and ethnicity or anything like that. Trying to make it to where our music's, for everyone.
Exactly, and that's very important, because you don't want to reach just one audience, especially these days.
Exactly.
So, and to me, a lot of even though we ask what genre of music do you play, really,
right,
most songs are, crossovers. They can cross over to many genres. So that brings in even more fans for you and gives you a bigger field to play in.
Exactly, and that's where, my ultimate goal is, to get it to be able to totally cross over, and like I said, my music can be played, everywhere all around the world, no matter what type of station, if it's Kiss FM or if it's the Power, no matter what, Power 106, that my record will still be versatile enough to be able to play it on those stations and to where I'll get their support.
Yeah, and you've done that, definitely, with your music, especially Casanova. Do you know how many songs are going to be on the EP?
It's looking from about 4 to 6 right now. So we have for sure 4 that are locked down, for sure. The other 2 or 3 we're still going through different records, and as we speak, I'm actually going to be heading to the studio to cut some more and finish piecing it together. But we got 4 guarantees that are in the slot for the EP for sure.
Well, aren't you glad that nowadays you can make an EP, whereas before it was either a single or an album? It makes it a little bit easier to get your music out there where you don't have to put a full album out.
Exactly, and that's why I really wanted to start with an EP when it was time. Once my fan base got strong enough, so when I do put out an EP, that it'll actually do a nice buzz, and I felt like coming out on another level. I said, you know what? Let's not even do an album yet. Let's do the EP. Let's get that going, and then once we get to another level, then we can start talking about album. It's like different levels to it.
Right,
I got
exactly.
my feet wet. Did a few singles, and brought Casanova out. Now we're focusing on finishing up the EP.
Well, and again, that will make the fans happy because they'll have new music to listen to while you're working on new music for possibly an album.
Yeah, exactly.
Today, in these days, everybody wants everything instantaneously, and it's very It's not as easy, but it's great in a way because as soon as you release something, you know that you don't have to wait for a label or somebody to put it out. You can put it out yourself.
Exactly. Yeah, it's a lot of things is different now. The labels don't have as much control as they did before, so anyone can put out music and make their own outlet.
Yep. And a lot of artists these days are doing their own labels. Is that something that you've considered doing?
Oh, say that one more time?
I said a lot of artists these days are putting out their own labels. Is that something that you consider doing?
Oh, definitely. That's definitely part of my plan on what I want to do. Just trying to piece another few pieces together, but that's definitely part of my blueprint.
Good, and that way the new artists that you would like to help develop can be put under your own label. So there you go.
Yeah, I can really, teach them, how things really go, and protect them, and really show them the business and the artist side, so they're knowledgeable and they know, what's going on. Because I know for me, I wouldn't want to be getting screwed over or just not be knowledgeable about, certain things. And I definitely don't want that to happen to anyone that I'm connected to.
Yeah, you're a good guy. You're a good guy. You're paying it forward, and that'll bring you, more good in your life. I believe that whatever you put out there, is what you get back. So if you're only putting out good, that's what you'll get. Are you there?
Yeah.
Okay. I just hear a lot of clicking, so I didn't know if I lost you again. Do you support any particular charities that you'd like to mention?
Right now, as the last actually one that I was at, it was for a toy drive. For the last event that I had, it was a 360 Cafe by Capital One. It was a few days back. It was to give back to the kids for the holidays. So I performed for them, and we was able to get a lot of toys for the kids and all of that. So I want to say shout out to Open Canvas for making that even possible.
Definitely, and it's Christmas is right around the corner, and that's the hardest time of the year for both kids and parents.
Exactly.
So anything that you do to help that is wonderful, and I appreciate that, and thank you. And I'm sure there's many out there that are very thankful for that too. Would
Absolutely.
you like to give a shout out to your fans?
Definitely. I love you guys. I want to say thank you guys for always supporting me. All the new fans that I got at the California High School, thank you guys. Love you guys. And, just keep rocking with me.
Definitely. And you mentioned you have a lot of gigs coming up. Is there any in the immediate future that you'd like to mention?
Yes, there's one that will be November 5th. It will be, I have a show in Hollywood coming up. November 5th. So that's going to be a big show. And I will definitely keep you guys posted on the others, but that one's definitely for sure locked in for November 5th.
And do they buy tickets, do you know, at the door, or is this something that they just...
or they could buy tickets, or they could contact me, and we can figure out how to... But they'll be about... Actually, I got a discount for everybody. They're only going to be about, like, $5.
Okay. Well, that's good.
Yeah, affordable.
Yeah, you're not breaking the bank. Well, I hope you make it to Chicago one day, because I definitely would love to meet you and also to be at one of your shows.
Yeah.
You need to get over this way, but don't come in the winter, please.
That's what everybody keeps telling me.
Well,
don't come during the...
Well, yeah, if you've heard about the snowstorms in Chicago, you'll understand why. Between that and the cold weather, we kind of stay in the house and hibernate at that time.
Right, exactly.
It's not like that California weather. And it's funny because I have relatives in California, and I remember the first time when I was going out there, I was like 13 years old, and I remember my aunt telling my mom, make sure that you guys bring some jackets and some sweaters and whatever. And this was in the summertime. And we're like, what, are you crazy? And my aunt goes, well, it gets cold at night. It gets down to like 70 or something. And we were all laughing about it, Well, my mom, of course, brought some with. And you know what? I think it's because you guys don't have the humidity that we do. And when we were, like, by the ocean, it did get cold where we had to throw on a jacket. So we finally understood what she meant.
Right.
So, all right, I am going to let you go. Definitely keep me up to date with what you got going on and any new songs and your EP, of course. I'll be playing that on the show once I receive them. And after I let you go, I'll play Casanova for the listeners.
Oh, thank you very much. I truly appreciate it.
You're very welcome. And thanks for taking the time to join me today and tell your dad and mom I said hey, and thanks for raising such a wonderful guy.
No problem. I always make time for you guys.
Thanks. Well, you take care, and we'll talk again soon.
Okay.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
And for our listeners, here's LJ's brand new song, Casanova.
I'll be on my way. No slide on the boulevard. We can walk, girl, it's not too far. Looking right like I thought you would. 20 minutes never looked so good on you. But I know that's how you do. I got my homies on my end, your homegirls and you too. I should be with my friends. I'd rather be with you. We can kick it till whenever. Drink kisses in the dark. Oh, and if you're looking for a man, I'm no Casanova. Don't know Romeo at all. I've heard all the stories. I'm just here for you. I'm no Casanova. Don't know Romeo at all. I've heard all the stories. I'm just here for you. Some say I'm too young for love. I tell them you're my number one. They can talk about it all they want. They jealous of you, and I don't wanna. If they ain't looking at her, I don't want. They ain't checking for my baby. You ain't worried about nothing, but I know that's how you do. I got my homies on my end, your homegirls and you too. I should be with my friends. I'd rather be with you. We can kick it till whenever. Drink kisses in the dark. Oh, and if you're looking for a man, I'm no Casanova. Don't know Romeo at all. I've heard all the stories. I'm just here for you. I'm no Casanova. Don't know Romeo at all. I've heard all the stories.
Casanova by LJ. I love that song and can't wait to hear his new EP once it's put out. But in the meantime, you can pick up Casanova on iTunes, Amazon, wherever you get your music from. And as we talked about in the show, it always helps when you guys not only love the music and support the artist, but also purchase their music so it can help them make more new music for you guys. So be sure to pick that up. Things don't cost as much as they did before, so you can spend the 99 cents or $1.29, whatever they're charging for a single, and it won't break your bank. Be sure to follow LJ on Twitter at TheRealLJ, and that's ELJAY. That's how he spells his name, The Real LJ. He also has a website that you can check out, and it's TheRealLEL-JAY.com. His Instagram is TheRealLJ, and Facebook, same thing. So you can pretty much find him anywhere if you put his name in, even if you do it under Google. So we hope you enjoyed today's show. I'll be back again next Monday. For the month of October, I'm not doing any new music shows. I'm going to be playing shows that I've had on before, and that's because I'm working on things in the background. And then I'll be back in November with new music shows and new music. But if you like to listen to music and you have an hour on Monday at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, go ahead and tune in, and I'll be playing one of them. I haven't figured out which one I'm going to replay again, but it's always good to replay because, they're great songs. It's best to hear them more than once. So it's a lot of fun to hear them more than once. And that way, if you forgot about a song, you'll hear it again and you'll be like, oh, yeah, that was a good one. I got to follow that artist. So with that said, enjoy the rest of your day. Have a great weekend that's coming up in a couple of days. And we'll see you again soon. Take care, everybody. God bless.
Get connected with Take Two Radio Music on Facebook or Twitter at Take Two Radio Music. Or for email updates on future shows, follow at Blog Talk Radio. For previous episodes, upcoming guests, and more, visit TakeTwoRadioMusic.com.